mama salute. Now we all come together as well. For tomorrow, now we gon' make salute. Anytime where you there, it no matter. Anytime where you be, it no matter. Anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we putting up stronger one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. Where is not a shame. TTP-TV, Talking Points platform. Then they give you information about salute.
Yes, family, welcome back to yet another very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. Today, now the 5th of July, August 2021. My name is Mohamed Kagbo. In the program, we get three main issues them for can explain to now. These are issues that we have done the follow up, and we promise to faithfully say we go try for come up with any development will take place. One of the issue, of course. Honourable Emmanuel Conteh of constituency 129 of Urban Freetown, they don't release her on bail. And secondly, we get the issue where a lot of people want KAO-DENERO versus LAJ. When I know them two guys on the beef themselves for like ages. And the last one, when I like a bonus or the GUNA and the program, now the issue of Blacker finally don't declare for SLPP. It's so interesting. Now, with me on the program, as usual, with my colleague here. Yes, Dr. I go introduce the people who are listening far and wide.
Yeah, Fambulemuna, good evening and welcome to the program as always.
All right. So, Fambule, let's start with the first one first. They talk about Emmanuel Conteh, where police be alleged say they found some cartridges and some guns and some ammunition from one shipment we come up from abroad, where police be arrest, they do investigation, and they do follow up court cases. I mean, they be the charger and with 6 people. But again, as how a lot of people and don't they follow the case, incompetent MPs and they appeal and party members and this don't reach to the point that again police, I mean the court don't decide for and bail for let at least the case they continue. But we don't want to talk much. Lord, we just listen from waiting the court people and still. Lord, listen from the from 98.1 and from the Okamba.
Bail.
Monday, August 2nd, now the 6th term where the Member of Parliament for constituency 129, when Honourable Emmanuel Saidu Conteh and 3 other people them may they appear in a court for where police be alleged say them see gun inside one motorcar we come out overseas, where they say na Honourable Emmanuel Saidu Conteh for clear this motorcar na water key. Them 4 accused people here, but they turn up na court for answer to charge them. We get for do with conspiracy to commit a felony and possession of weapon without lawful authority. Where it be the testify in a court. The police witness inside this alleged arms and ammunition case, where Honourable Emmanuel Saidu Conteh and 3 other people them be the turn up na court for, when a detective police constable 4013M Jusu, where they work na the cyber unit at the criminal investigation department at Pademba Road, say it been take 7 phone them from all the accused people them for look for information. Usai is say it been see information but gone discussion from the phone of the first accused person when a Nabib Musa Bangura. The police witness, when a Mohamed Josu continues say, the accused people have all been green for giving them phone password for make it go open the phone them. Also, it been put the phone them on charge and safe connecting all to internet connection na their office. The witness carry on say the second accused person, when an Honourable Emmanuel Saidu Conteh, been send WhatsApp message to the first accused person in girlfriend. Also, he been tell and say the container don't reach na tongue. After this statement from the witness, Melron Nicole Wilson, he asked for bail for all the 4 accused people them, and he say the second accused person get big constituency where it represents, and been same way so talk about the well body one where he say not they in good condition. after this bail application, Magistrate Sakekwa been finally give bail to the 3 accused people them, when Honourable Emmanuel Saidu Conteh, Michael Alpha Fona, and Sheriff Jallo, 500 million leons, plus 2 shots to them for the 3 accused people them, where for be elderly person and a responsible citizen. And same way so say, the 3 accused people them, for the reports at the CID every day, and to senior police officer, we get the rank of Assistant Superintendent of Police. Magistrate Sakekwa been sent back the first accused person when Mohamed Nabi Bangura on remand, na the male.
All right, Fambul, just like what we promised from the reporter, and the case not done it to this Nabil. If you like say indeed the police they listen, the government they listen, the court they listen, because at least a lot of people be there they call for civil society. We know they say the man innocent. We know they say not guilty. We know they say nobody know they try for exonerator. But at least because of imposition as an MP and you get a constituency, the law, not the law. If I go through the law, the due process, if they found out one thing, it's fine. If you don't find out anything fishy, then kill left. This is not the thing what people they call for. Instead of them put on a tight corner where you go look at and say like political intimidation or dissent for suppressed dissent. Because this is one guy again where a lot of people and they say now in constituency they do a lot of good job. They give scholarship them to students and we're not able to play all them clip them there because of time. But these are some of the goodness they saw people and they talk about. Now, yeah, what do you make up of this development where they don't left hand sooner? They don't bail her. Is it because of the pressure from the government, from the opposition? Because we see China Ba, they threaten the government with immediate say them for release and unconditional. What's not the weight we feel? If you say come up from the opposition or the civil society or a sort of kind of good gesture from the government, because we don't say, of course, then they control the judiciary partially.
Well, it might be not, because it depends if the government gets like a direct hand inside the case, then you could say maybe they able influence. Of course, we all know we kind of judiciaries they will get salon in Africa as a whole. But if the government gets a stake inside the case, then you could say, yeah, maybe then fear maybe some threats where the oppositions don't the key and press releases or civil society. But I go on for think and say the judiciary, the magistrates in this case look inside the matter and make certain decisions then, because I think say, yeah, we did talk of the honorable, but not to the honorable one in one green be there in prison in reprimand, because there are other people involved, maybe because the honorable with such reputable position we get they get the spotlight that much. So I believe say the magistrates look at the evidences then we then present to them, because then they release I think 2 person the honorable with another person when they able meet the bail conditions, because now then here we want to see you got certain people the way they not qualify for bail, certain people will qualify for bail, and if you qualify for let them bail you, if also you meet the bailing requirements, and then why not? You understand? They're not for bail you. So it must step in the right direction in which you don't see certain people then qualify for bailing, they meet the standard and all the property or money we then call in the shorty still and put them a tight corner. So I believe say the magistrate look at them, they don't release the 2 on bail, but I think one day the main person or so we get the container way now with in your own phone, the police they alleged and see text message regarding the gun exactly. Because if you listen this report where you just play with the 98.1 for the MP, they make categorically say like it just then see message where it tell the person in website the container don't come, but then now that person now your phone then get then see gun communication. So I believe saying that the evidence and the magistrate will look say, okay, well, this one in your own case looks serious, laying daily force. Then these 2, since they qualify for bail, then they can go anywhere, and we see now then say them for the reports now police every day. So I will look that way. They say the magistrates in this case maybe probably so far they try for really be independent and follow the facts.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, one text in don't come from Mustafa Jallo. Keep the good job. Brother, stay home, wash your hands. Yes, that's the message we all. Lord, we not forget the COVID still there around. Lord, we just follow to the practice of the waiting the health practitioners and tell we wash your hand regularly and avoid handshake and all of those stuff we already don't know. So like we're not going to deliberate much on this case. It's very important that the judiciary now they listen. The reason why me feel some kind of pressure, I feel say because the MP whether in question now it come up from the main opposition party from APC, and we know say now stakeholder, a very strong stakeholder. It's not for me. I know they look at it entirely because of it meets the bail. I look at people like Kamarimba. Kamarimba still in a prison more than 1 year. Then this year we see Mama the Grant interview, the cry say he wants him picking, probably he will die without seeing picking. I mean, if people like Kamarimba, government, because like when you mentioned the judiciary in Salon and Africa, we know how they operate. We know it's from others from above. Today, it pleases His Excellency. This is not a secret. That make we people then they are we know the men's word. They talk like house here. Today, it pleases His Excellency Julius Maada Bio for say Kamarimba them for grant and bail. They grant and bail. You understand? So we know say there's issues that are very technically, politically charged. But at least we want law institution them work. Let the judiciary work independently. People like Kamarimba, we feel say, we not they say them for free, we not they say not guilty, we not they, but at least given in role now the country, given in credibility, I feel say them for grant and bail, and it will still continue for go court until them found out guilty or not. But for let go court, they keep the person. I mean, look like Khadija in case somebody with evidence and they phone evidence and then you list the people they end up for found and not guilty, but then even grant them bail. You understand? So we'll look at some people are going to argue, say maybe this is not a political prisoner, people like Kamarimba, because we don't see any justification or the grounds at which government is still keep that man there on that tight condition. I mean, rape. I mean, like they're not catching the streets on the act. All gone, overthrown. I mean, not the gravity. Of course, we all they talk about protecting the girl child, everything, all of this stuff and day, which is very good, laws and day. But the way they is now, the way the capital punishment, now like capital punishment, we don't see similar issue like one man above where I don't remember his name now, where he said they are alleged, one big man, they are alleged say he sexually harassed or sexual penetration to one small pekin. Now big man, but they left her. I mean, I'm then grant and bail. So why the double standard? Anyway, family, we go follow again this case, the case of Honourable Conteh, where police don't give a bail, but it's still a report. Now it's still a report. Now police every day for go reports. Any developments were happy, we go let you know. Now the second item on the program, where they talk about these two guys, we now all worry about. LAJ and KAO-DENERO. We don't know when the Impalaba will done. We see of recent time LAJ run into trouble with one OG guy. I mean, allegation of robbery, assault, battery, all of them here be crowd some tension with a lock LAJ. Within the field, some very serious beef they take place between KAO-DENERO and LAJ. But one of the things that we notice for sure, we know say KAO-DENERO in position as ambassador, he get for be official in the sense he get for be mature, he get for be more responsive, he get for be a sort of like how go put in a balanced situation. It's difficult for her because this man was one time that then at the ring, they defect you understand, they defect blast. But all the position now we're critical. Which means you need every stakeholder in the music industry. People like LAJ na stakeholder. You cannot ignore RFN. Black Leo no go. KAO-DENERO no they represent Black Leo anymore. They represent the entire entertainment industry. We're making decisions in condition in beefing or whatever. Very, very tough. You understand? I mean, we don't see many times on social media back and forth blast they blast themselves. these are the things we don't talk many times on this platform. See, one of the reasons we make salon entertainment they move, or why the industry, the music industry, they move now, because the stakeholders, the guidance, and musicians, entertainers, they're not even like themselves. Then just say continue, because how long these two guys and get so much talent for give to not only salon but to the world. Imagine if them two guys are combined with others and combine their knowledge in terms of music. Probably in 1-2 years, we will see salon music in another level. But this beef no more. As I be sing past you, as I be well to assist past you. Now me close, now I'm fine. You know me, bobo. You know, like I mean, you know, the tech we know we have been on this sort of things for a decade. I mean, why would not just change the tempo, the tonality, trying to bring look like Nigerian artists there if we copy, you understand? I'm not, you know, they see them much in this kind of stuff what they happen at salon. I mean, even if it happened, they were a minimal. I mean, then they just to try to support themselves, sell their music. Anytime you meet Nigerians, and they are music and it's all. They force people to let their music because they play the music. That's it. You hardly go now the party that you see them play other person music. You know, easy. Now the music. So if you they mingle with them, there is no way there for just like the music. That's not the thing. So then there's the release LJ from Cell, and the reaction be massive among the fans. Maybe some of them don't listen this song we release quickly, some of them don't listen to it. Well, if you don't do it, let me just play on quick, and then Super, you can say after this.
Word. King Tame this.
Salomon to talk. You do this, then go talk. You do that, then go talk. You not do anything, then go talk. Hey, Salomon to talk. You do this, then go talk. You do that, then go talk. You not do anything, then go talk. Rah. Let them talk, watch me not kill post. Watch me not cause post. Let them talk, watch me not kill post. Watch me not cause post. Let them talk, watch me not kill post. Watch me not cause post. Let them talk, watch me not kill post. Watch me not cause post.
See, every day a new style, new talk. That we get the baby them. Every day new fuck. All my one score, one take 3 points. Pretty sure they are punch, but man they disappoint. Elena Messi, I mean them sabi play. Let me get the streets that to me they can pay. They want charge me not even ask how much. They make you pay for things when not even ask how much. They say man for suffer before man left for suffer. The king the iron, me not a rubber. The industry so article, so nasty. Beef from lyrical, all man don't get fatty. Man and they work at 8 and 9 slow mass. You know the bastard what they talk about, so no ass. Now when dog eats, now go see dog a canna. Since the one beef, then go pick and
Salomon to talk.
All right, we're not going to play the entire music. This is just sort of gist number 2 in fans. At least see the beef continue. And again, KAO-DENERO, of course, he respond definitely, and we'll wait for a response, and we go play and back now. I don't see no more. So for we, I don't see what you make of this saga between these two guys.
Well, to start with, I want to say, in the business of music and showbiz or entertainment industry as a whole, I understand sometimes the need for hype. I understand the need for certain controversy or competition, but it get for BLT because mind you, now then competition and hype in here, they keep fans them on their toes. You understand? Sort of argument where they keep fans on their toes and make the artists then they interact and they in line. You understand? But in the case of LJ and KAO-DENERO, for being which say then competition for be always healthy. Because without an iota of doubt, KAO-DENERO and LJ, they command massive following and account today, believe you me. And you get people the way you say, not even they into rap business and all, they are all aristocrats and educated, where I don't see na dieted fans of either one of them two guys here where they follow them guys here. So I for be like for see them competition, as you say, not to like it was fine pass it was or bad kind of course, you know, maybe now for push each other, say I go then nominate me BET award or certain African award, or it's this amount of views na YouTube. You understand what I mean? Or reach this amount of maybe money or something positive where they push the youth they out there where themselves want go into music or rap or any artistic something way go really motivate them, large followers the way they get for do something meaningful with their life, but not to maybe for cause and nakshabo and develop this enmity. Is either us. If it's not us, it's not them. You know, this mentality of us versus them, period, in the negative way. So I wish them were able to change them trajectory, and I'm not going to cast every responsibility of KAO, but being that recently they don't give him a very high position, hopefully he go step up and not say now for let you be the master, you need for serve. You understand? Master no means say then get for serve you, and for serve means say you get for tolerate a lot of things, and not to a lot of things you get for engage into. You understand? I don't see certain terms, statements the way they say they try for rich people, but continue for rich people both with words and also with actions. You understand? Because words matter, actions matter, you know. And I hope say it go succeed in a role and able unite the industry and make sure say the competition that exists there is an healthy one, because we obviously need a competition. Now that competition therefore who that one be better, who that one hit YouTube, who that one be nominated in international awards. Now that kind of thing they were able to motivate them against each other and make sure say they're able better their own life and at the same time inspire the younger youth out there.
Yeah, thank you. But again, the way these two groups and the Black Leo versus the RFM politics on kind side.
Oh, yeah,
No doubt.
Exactly.
Politics don't make it become more tension. One camp this year, of course, we know before the election, the two guys there, KAO-DENERO publicly they support Madabio, and whilst LAJ they support Samuel, where this one come with the red versus the green, and this tension. I mean, politics just don't create some sort of like a messy situation in the country. You know, everything at the country and politics. You know, everything at the country somehow, even if your politics not they defend way for politics. Family, the last item now the program where they talk about Blacker. Now, why would they bring on Blacker? Because when issue like Blacker become up, we talk about it and we promise now, so we'll go follow up. Blacker now one mentally challenge Sierra Leonean where King go on streets and talk. Maybe no self what they talk, and people like can snap and put on social media. Along the line, this don't offend some stakeholders and some very high profile people there where we don't get any evidence for say, but we know say some but they no more we want please them brother. Then go the all Blacker beaten, and according to Blacker, not to the first and this so don't beat and beaten. And one said a chapper. We get the clip here. One said we don't play we don't play now. We don't want just probably repeat because we get the clip who want play for now. Blacker finally don't get sense according to her. It don't anyway Salona country. Black man we don't know say person sick now. So for I mean case man they get sense or overnight. Blacker don't declare for SLPP. When I forget about me word now, listen Blacker is SLPP.
Hello, social media, everybody get phone and the great sooner. Being a Blacker. Me, they were not see me, I'm one of them from Sama. But I tell anybody in this country, government of the day, if you don't abide on that, so God, you know the best thing in this world. They die quick. Me, this last meet when they meet me, they tell me, one woman went to America, I said $150, I go hospital, see the teeth. So now I don't get sense. Now, I support I conquer. So SLPP, you don't support I tell them to send me a door. Anyone but you don't want to send me a door, he left for you. Can't let me see they die. For me, because I don't see, I don't want to make 6. They don't miss me 5, they miss like 3 years. So I tell them, thank you, I don't die. Now what they support?
Who are they support now?
Madabio.
Okay. So the government of the 80?
Government of the day, the government of the people.
Okay.
So if you don't abide on that, that's the grown like chest.
Aha, I like that.
So, Famula, this is highly interesting. What do you make of this one before we round up?
You know, from the surface and periphery, you always be black at the talk. He always seems funny, appear funny, go make you laugh. But deep down, this is very, very sad. You understand? A very, very sad reality for we country. You understand? 2 times I think we don't come on black and issue now. I understand them. Beat this guy, and to the best of my knowledge, I might be wrong. I not see any better civil service and society organizations.
Yeah.
Then follow this case. You understand? We not see police pull statement. We not see even SLPP, and we never say na SLPP the party official make them beat the man. But the people them claim say we president and we party. You understand? We not see them condemn. I might be wrong again. Maybe then do I miss the memo. You understand? But it just sad that then sees advantage in this guy and he's waiting the guy they talk now. I hope Black for be say now that thing positive if for say because of free education or the country then develop, or even me I don't get work now or I get access to free medical, but then beats the guy now even somebody else send money for the guy. And then the guy now, like as you say, a mentally challenged person and beat and say get sense now. For no say I don't get for talk. Not say anyhow I get for talk. You understand? Government of the day I get for respect aleka and oleka. And when you land they tell you say na degradation of democracy. You understand? If Black they feel like that, and if other Sierra Leoneans and they out there way they feel like that, then a degradation of democracy. So it's a sad reality, to be honest. For see the guy they talk such where he only change in stance because of the negative experiences where he gets rather than the positive experience. It's a sad reality, and we they continue for hope, and we they continue for advocates now say let the law always take its course. Let we live in a civil society and we make sure say we not degrade with democracy, but rather we promote with democracy. We get a healthy competitions now we political discourse, you know, and adapt and that way then the salon go better for we all. But this winners take it all mentality way government of the day supporters them behind the scene go just bulldoze people them, and now somebody like Blacker who you think say is mentally challenged, they make fun for people and for laugh, then go attack them and beat them, and Blacker say they tell you say I don't get sense now. To be honest, I think say it's outrightly wrong.
All right, thank you very much. So Fambule, now so we will tap the program. 3 issues that we'll discuss today. We discuss about the issue of Honourable Emmanuel Conteh, now constituency 129, where police don't give bail. And we talk about LAJ and KAO-DENERO, then beef still continues. And again, Blacker, where now bonus on the item. So we go come back again, probably on Saturday. And as usual, we got a very interesting program we will bring come to. Until then, bye-bye.